Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic related to medical coding anatomy, where we will be mainly studying what are the levels of organization in the human body. Okay, so if you remember in our previous session, we talked about the types of anatomy, which include gross anatomy and microscopic anatomy, and also we discussed the interview questions. So in the similar way, today we will talk about the levels of organization in the human body. We will talk about the basic definition, the levels, examples, and also we will cover some of the things that will help you to prepare well for your interviews and examination. Okay, and in the end of this session, I'll share you one question that will help you to recall your answer. And these are the interview questions that you might encounter when you are in the interviews or exam. Okay, so it will help you to prepare well for these things. But before we proceed further with this session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow it sequentially, then it would be much more easier for you to understand the ongoing topic, because for time being we are just mainly focusing on how to what are the meaning of levels of organization in the human body. But prior to that, you should know what are the basic things about the anatomy that we have already covered. And for that, you can refer the Sharmit digital course book, which is freely available in the description box. There you will find more than 3000 plus free resources, and there is a particular tab for medical coding students, so you can just simply check out that tab, and there you will find content in Hindi as well as English language. Okay, alright, so let's get started. So today's topic is, what are the levels of organization in the human body? So if someone asks you this question in interviews, you can simply answer, the human body is highly organized body. Okay, because it is made in steps, starting from the smallest unit and building up to the whole organism. Okay, so if the human body, if someone asks you about the human body level of organization, so you can say that yes, human body is highly organized because it is made in steps, starting from the smallest units and building up to the whole organism. And these all steps are called as the level of organization. Okay, so whatever steps are included will be considered as a levels of organization. Now overall, if we break down into categories or the level of organization, then you can break down in multiple things. The first one is chemical level. Okay, so let's see what are the chemical level process. So first thing inside chemical level is elements. So what are elements? Elements are pure substances found in the nature. Okay, so this is the you can say the first step where we are talking about the elements, because elements are the pure substances that found in the nature, and they are the basic material of all the matter in the universe. Okay, so these are the basic material for all the matter that is present in the universe. I'm sure like you must know about these all things that are the commonly used examples, like hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, calcium, iron. So these are the all elements that comes under a that are considered as a pure substances found in the nature. Okay, and these elements combine together in different ways to form the human body. Okay, so these are the all elements that combine together in different forms and categories to build the entire human body. Okay, fine. Now the next thing inside a chemical level is atoms. Now what are atoms? An atom is the smallest unit of the element. Okay, so if we study element in detailed way, then we will found that yes, it has smallest units, and that unit is called as atom. So you can say that atoms cannot be broken down by ordinary chemical means. Okay, so it cannot be broken down. This is the smallest unit, you can say. And if we talk particularly about the structure of the atom, then it is made up of three things. First is proton, that is positive charge, neutron, that is no charge, and electron, that is negative charge. So these are the three things that comes under a structure of an atom. Now after this elements, atoms, we will talk about the molecules, because molecules are formed when two or more atoms join together. Okay, so if similar two or more atoms join together, then that thing is made, what the result thing is called as molecules, because molecules are formed when two or more atoms join together. Okay, so they are the chemical building blocks of the body. For example, water, H2O, proteins, sugars, fat. So these are the all molecules that builds. So you can say that all body structure are made from these molecules itself. Okay, so overall we are just looking from the top of view. Okay, this is the top view. So we talked about the first level, that is chemical level. Now we have second level. Second level is related to cells, and that is why this level is known as cellular level. Definition: a cell is the smallest living unit of the body. It is the basic unit of the structure and function. So yes, it is the smallest living unit of the body, cell. Okay, now if we talk about particular important points regarding the cell, then you can say that all living organisms are made of the cell itself. Okay, so whatever living organization you can see in the world, in the universe, is made up of cells. Bacteria are single-celled organism. Okay, so if we talked about bacteria, then it is a single-celled organism, and the human body is made up of trillions of cells. When trillions of cells build together, then you can say that that formation is human body, because human body is made up of trillion cells, and almost all body function happens inside a cell itself. So whatever function is performing or happened inside the cell itself. Okay, so let's talk about the structure of human cell. So a typical human cell has three main things, that is cell membrane, which is the flexible outer covering. Then we have cytoplasm, which is jelly-like fluid inside the cell. And then we have organelles, that is a tiny structure that perform specific functions. So these are the three things that is a typical human cell. These are the three things that a typical human cell has. So you can conclude that cells perform all the life activities such as growth, metabolism, repair, and everything. Okay, so this is the second level of organization. Now we have third level, that is tissue level. So let's talk about tissues. What are tissues? A tissue, so you can say that a tissue is a group of similar cells working together. So if similar cells are working together, then it will build a tissue, and that tissue perform a specific function. So in tissue levels, we will study about the tissues. Like a tissue is nothing but a group of similar cells working together, and tissue perform a specific function. Now let's talk about the examples of tissues, like muscle tissue that causes a movement. Then we have nervous tissue that carries the messages. Then we have epithelial tissues, that is for protection and absorption. And then we have connective tissue for support and binding. Okay, then we have next level, that is organ level. So in organ level, like organs is studied, or you can say organ are considered. So what are organs? So organ is nothing but organ is made up of two or more than different type of tissues. Okay, so if two or more different types of tissues group together, work together, then that thing we will consider as a organ. And each organ has a specific shape and function. Okay, for example, heart. The function of heart is to pump the blood. The function of lungs is to help in breathing. Similarly, stomach for digestion, kidney for urine formation. So these are the all organs that perform a specific function. Next thing is organ system level. So when an organ are grouped together, so you can see an organ system is a group of organs working together, where each organ performs a major body function. Okay, so here all correlated organ system work together and build organ work together to build an organ system. For example, digestive system, respiratory system, circulatory system, nervous system, muscular system. So these all comes under a organ system level. Okay, and then we have the largest, or you can say the highest level of the organization, that is organism level, where human. So what is human organism? All organ systems working together to form a complete human being considered as a human organism. So you can say that this is the highest level of organization. Okay, so if we conclude this into a very simple way, so you can say that first thing is elements group together to make atoms, then atoms group together to make molecules, then cells, then tissues, organs, organ system, and then finally the organism. So this is the entire flow chart that will be helpful for your exam as well. Okay, so just remember this flow chart. It will help you to remember all these things in a detailed way. Okay, so yeah, that's all for today. And as I mentioned, like for today, there is one question for all of you. What is cytology? I'm sure you know about this answer. So please do share your knowledge in the comment section so that others can refer from it. In case if you don't know the answer, don't worry, we have already discussed it in detailed way, so you can just refer the previous session. There you will find the detailed description of this question, and once you know that, then you can share your knowledge in the comment section. Okay, so yeah, please do share your knowledge so that others can take a reference from it. So yeah, that's all for today. See you in the next session with new topic. So thank you for watching Tech Sharmit.